Hello to all of my Cancers. Welcome to your 2022 reading. I'm so happy that you're here, and make sure you subscribe if you're new here. That way you never miss out on another reading or video from me. I upload a pick a card reading on my channel every single Friday. But with that being said, I do want to let all my Cancers know I see how nurturing, loyal, and sensitive you are. Your energy is that kind of an energy, and it's very beautiful and soft. But it can be hard when it needs to be. You guys are ruled by the moon, and water is your element. So very powerful sign here, Cancers. I'm going to go ahead and get into some oracle readings and some tarot readings. We're going to get into career, money, and whatever else that comes up for you in 2022. So the first thing that I wanted to pull from is this Traveler's Oracle deck, and this is the deck that I pull for career and for money. So that's what we're going to head into first, and let's see what comes up, Cancers. We have unknown territory, so you're exactly where you need to be. Interesting. I see a lot of you venturing out into something new, which is sometimes it's so hard for Cancers to do. Because you like to just stay in your shell and, where you feel safe and you feel like you're going to be okay and you feel like you're protected and all of that stuff. But 2022, I feel like a lot of you are coming out of your shell and you're venturing out into something very unknown for you. But you will thrive in it. I see you just finding so much awe and bliss and excitement in this journey. So this is really interesting. I wanted to share this with you because this morning I was actually having a conversation with my mom, and I asked her to write a book about her entire life. She's a single mom. She's a mother of a cop. She's a mother of a spiritual worker. Like, she raised 2 kids on her own. And I would love for her to share her stories and her traumas and how she overcame it. And I wanted her to write about it. And I gave her all the ideas and I told her I'd help her. And I feel like in 2022, that is going to be her journey. It's something so unknown to her. Never in her life did she think she would write something. And I would love to turn it into a book. So I don't know. I felt like sharing that with you guys, Cancers. See, this is a very Cancer-like energy where people come and they will spill their guts to you. They will feel so comfortable to share with you intimate details of their life. And it's such a people are so drawn to that Cancerian energy because they listen. They nurture your words. You guys are so sweet. Okay, let's head into another oracle card. This unknown territory that you guys are moving into, Cancer, next year, it has to do with money. For a lot of you, it has to do with money, a new job, new passion, new source of income. But it's probably something you never thought you would do. But you're excited about it. And you're ready to move forward. And you know what? You have the wisdom of the owl. And the owl talks about our ancestors and just a lot of knowledge coming in and opportunity taking flight. And then we have this little bird in the front too, which is just, birds represent opportunity in tarot and in cards in general. Whenever I see a bird, I just see opportunity. And I see 2 more cards. No. This card is talking, but then it stops talking. It gives me like 10 cards, and then it'll give me like 3 cards. Yes, there we go. That's what I want. Finding sanctuary. Opening to your spiritual source. A lot of you are going to be connecting with your spirit guides, your spirits, your ancestors, and just finding a lot more of your own spirituality, exploring it, crafting it, like growing it and all of that stuff. So spirituality is going to be a big part of your life next year, but somehow for a lot of you it's intertwining with your work. Your spirituality is going to be a huge part of your work, which I'm excited for, because for you Cancers, that is the best thing that you could ask for, right? You guys, you love that. You would love that, right? And you're moving into it. So be excited, and there's income coming from that. So let's head into some tarot messages for you guys, Cancer. If you guys hear that in the background, it's my heater. It is so cold here today. We have here the Two of Wands. Okay. This gives me an idea that a lot of you have kind of just been lurking around in your comfort zone. Kind of stuck, or not even stuck. You just kind of stay back a little bit. Especially with this pandemic and everything, you kind of just isolated and stayed in a lot and all that stuff that we're supposed to do, right? But you're ready to move forward. You're ready to explore. You're ready to move past, you know, that place that you were for so long. And then we have the Chariot, which means movement. There's definitely movement here where, you know, the life that you had in 2021 is going to be very different. 2022 is going to give you a very different life. And it's something, oh my God, I keep wanting to say you're going to move into it so fast. And it's going to be something you didn't really imagine yourself doing. But then in the back of your mind, you kind of did. Like you always wanted to do something more, something bigger, and something where your spirit felt right. Right? You want to find your sanctuary within yourself, your spiritual source within yourself. And then you want to move forward with that seeping into every aspect of your life. You don't want to keep your spirituality separate and then keep your work separate. I feel like for you guys specifically, some people want that, and that's fine. But for you guys specifically, you just want to merge everything together, and you just want your life to be your income or something like that, you know, your lifestyle, if that makes sense. We also have here the Emperor. You guys are taking charge, taking the lead. Nobody can tell you nothing in 2022. The Emperor is a very like high status, authoritative energy, and the word nurturing pops up. The Emperor is so nurturing. Okay, you guys are so nurturing, but sometimes it allows people to walk all over you, right? But amidst your nurturing energy, next year you find authority within yourself. So I feel like I want to say you learn to be nurturing, but you also learn to be authoritative with it and disciplined with it, if that makes sense. Now, when the Emperor pops up, this is something that represents a high status and somebody that is ready for action. You guys are ready. You don't want to sit at home no more. A lot of you have a lot of influence next year. Okay, so remember that. You have a lot of influence next year. A lot of you are going to be creating boundaries and demanding respect, disciplining yourself, and through all of that, you still are going to be kind, but you know, I don't know how to explain it. You demand respect, but in such a kind way. And that's such a Cancer thing. But I feel like so many of your Cancer abilities, Cancer traits and gifts are going to come out next year. The Emperor is a leader. It's a very solid and stable energy. So expect that next year. Stability, okay, when it comes to work and home. And this is such an Aries energy, and a person that will always follow themselves and not allow themselves to kind of be a follower, if that makes sense. So your career looks really good. I see you taking the lead in your career, and you're mixing your spirituality into it. It's something so new to you, but you find so much comfort in it, and you're ready, 100% ready to move forward with it. I'm going to pull a love card for you, Cancer. Let's get a message for love for next year, 2022. Wow. It spit out a lot, but only 2 fell right into the table. So I'm going to take these 2. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Yes. So remember I said you want to tie your spirituality into your whole life. You want your life, you don't want to separate really like things in your life. You want everything to be connected. And so when I feel like you don't want to be super happy in your love life and then just be miserable in your career life. You want that love to be spread everywhere in your life. And this is something I see for you next year, especially. Because you shift your focus, especially when it comes to your career, Cancer, you shift it into a place where you love what you do. And this affects your love life a lot. The next card that comes up is forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. A lot of you are going to be reconciling some relationships, healing some relationships, and you're able to do this because you love your work. You're able to just teach yourself more of what love is, if that makes sense. I see forgiveness here, healing. A lot of you may be going to couples therapy and it may just be the best thing ever. A lot of you may do a spell for your relationship. However it is that this comes into fruition, your perception and your idea of love and your experiences of love next year are going to be very, very healing. A lot of grudges being let go and traumas being let go and resentments and anger and disagreements and miscommunication and all that being let go. So much healing energy of so many different kinds of relationships in your life, Cancer. And then we have that, a lot of you may have started to see the world with a filter, whether your filter was of fear or you started to see the world through a filter of guilt or a filter of anger. Your filter next year is going to be, you're going to be looking at the world through this filter of love. And I really love that for you, Cancer, because that's your natural state. That's how it's going to be so good for you. And it's going to affect so many different areas of your life. I see so much inner peace for you guys. I love it. I wish this was a reading for me. I'm a Libra though. But let me go ahead and pull some other cards. I wanted to pull from this. Let's get a message from this deck for Cancers for next year, 2022. Share your inner voice, or share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, and expression. Throat chakra. A lot of you Cancers are going to be expressing yourself a lot more. I see where this forgiveness card comes up. You just heal a lot of relationships through talking. There's going to be a lot of talking. And you expressing how you feel, people expressing how they feel to you, and just very enriching, deep conversations. And that is what a Cancer loves. You thrive in it. You're good at it. It's natural for you. And you're going to experience so much of it next year. And a lot of you might even be turning it into some form of income or career. Career is a big thing for you guys, Cancer, next year. I'm going to go ahead and pull from this. Oh, what is this? Oracles of the Ocean, I think. Just because you're such a water sign and you're ruled by the moon, I really wanted to pull from a lot of the water decks that I had. But we have a few messages here. Polite declaration. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there, claim what's yours, and stay in your power. And it just puts the whole reading into confirmation. This is exactly what you're going to be doing. You want to explore. You want to see. You want to like indulge all your 5 senses. Just you want your life to be a little bit more enriched than it was in 2021, and that's going to happen. You're diving right into it. The Chariot is moving you right into that energy. And then we have here Dancing in the Rainbow. So break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness and find out what you truly desire. you go on this journey where you explore these things next year. And that's why you're shifting your focus back to love, because you're just falling back in love with life. And when you fall back in love with your life, Cancer, everything starts shifting and moving. Your vibration changes. So get excited for that. Let's pull a card for a possible challenge or obstacle you might face next year. And I like to pull this from my surrender deck. Let's see what comes up. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So take a relaxing break and spend some time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. A lot of you, I feel like you're going to be traveling and just getting yourself out a lot more, and out in nature specifically. I see you around lots of trees and greenery and earth and soil and water is, yeah, of course, you're going to be near water a lot. It's just natural for you. I feel like you love it. You feel at home when you're near the water. And I see you around a lot of nature next year, and you love it because it helps you with your spirituality. Okay, I'm going to pull a self-care card. I want to get a message about what the Cancer energy will be like. What are you guys going to be focused on when it comes to self-care, self-love? How are you going to express that to yourself next year in 2022? Okay, we have a few. Nourishing your temple. A lot of you guys are going to be taking a lot of good care of your body. Okay, maybe a lot of you are going to be changing the way you eat or what you eat. Maybe a lot of you are going to just, I don't know how it's going to happen, but you're just going to be taking care of your body a lot more. You're going to want to. Just because of this newfound love of life, you want to take care of your body. You have a newfound love of your body. So I also see a lot of sacral chakra energy. So a lot of sexual action here for you guys. I also have make a meal. So Cancers, you guys might be taking up a passion in cooking, or just really dive into food. There's some kind of energy of you being drawn to food, whether you cook it yourself or whether you want to try like different restaurants, or however food intertwines to your passion. It's definitely going to be a passion next year. And look at how they intertwine, right? And then the last way that I see, you guys are really going to indulge in a lot of watching movies. Maybe you haven't had the time, or maybe you just find yourself drawn to a specific genre and you just love it, right? And it also gives you a chance to relax and calm your energy and kind of just, for me, I feel like a movie is like a 1.5 hour to 2 hour vacation for your brain, where it's just your focus all in the movie. You don't have to think about anything else, and it's a little vacation for your brain. And I just feel like you're going to give yourself that a lot, and it's going to be really nice. You're going to really nurture yourself through movies and through maybe not even just movies, TV shows or something. And it's just going to be really enriching for you guys specifically. I'm going to pull from this mermaid deck, and then I'm going to pull from a chakra deck, and then I think we'll head out. I hope you guys are liking these, what the heck? I hope you guys are liking this reading so far. The card that comes up for you is sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. I would love it if you guys kept these keywords around you in your, like, daily, every day. Just kept these keywords in your mind, because I just see a lot of this energy for you guys. Just a lot of good friendship, allies, people that just stand by you, compatible souls, people you just click with and align with so beautifully. And that's where loyalty comes in. And when you have that energy in your life, joy and delight are just a little bit easier to experience, right? Because you don't have your guards up. The mirror. know thyself, self-examination, and seeing who you really are. I feel like a lot of you guys are just really going to see who you are and learn so much about yourself through your friendships and through the loyal people in your life. So keep that in mind next year. Now, the last deck that we're going to pull from is this chakra deck. And then we'll head out of the reading. I love next year for you. It's a beautiful year in all aspects of your life. Just the only, I think, challenge that I did see is you finding it hard to relax sometimes. You know, Cancers can sometimes feel like if they relax, then they're being lazy. You know, or if they do allow themselves to relax, they get stuck in it. You know, sometimes they do get overtly lazy. So that may be something that you can work on next year. And I think a lot of you will, you know. Archangel Gabriel. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. Okay, look at this beautiful energy right there. So a lot of you, if this is your spirit, then it showed its presence. But for a lot of you, I see work with a deity or a spirit guide that corresponds with the color white. For a lot of you, if you know who Obatala is, it could be Obatala. It could be Archangel Gabriel. It could be Saraswati. They are all deities of the mind and intuition and just bringing a new spark of energy into life again. So work with any deity that just is corresponding with the color white. Okay, white candles would be great. Get some white decorations for your house. White flowers would be really good for you to work with next year. And then look at your own element showed up, Cancers. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes of life. Water element. You are so strong in your water element next year. And that means that you are so connected to your own self, your own voice, your thoughts, what you value. You follow your own path, but you're nurturing to others' opinions and everything. You listen and stuff, but you will follow your own path. Work with the water element. I feel like a lot of you are going to grow out your hair very, very long. And our hair, in my opinion, is our antenna to the ethers. It's our antenna to the spirits. A lot of you may be changing up your hair. There's a lot of energy around your hair next year. Yes, and that is how we're going to end the reading. I love this for you, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And happy 2022. Bye.